Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to the Brew Barons. It is by Lifetap Studios, and it's a free demo right now out on Steam. I believe they also have potentially a Kickstarter going on, I think, at the same time. This game is basically takes a lot of its, I guess, design from an older game called Crimson Skies. Very, very reminiscent of that. Although, with the twist, you are, as the title suggests, a brewer. You start up a brewery, and the goal is to just have the best bar there ever was to have. So your brewery has 3 levels, and you fly around collecting resources for your brews, and making deliveries, and picking up quests or contracts, really, and a whole lot of that. Now, the one thing I'm going to say here, I'm going to say this right up front because this is a big negative in my opinion. The demo is time locked, so you can play a game for half an hour and then that's it. The half an hour does not include the tutorial. After the tutorial finishes, then the timer starts. I've already played through the tutorial and additional time afterwards, so I'm not going to do the tutorial, but it is like locked to 30 minutes. I am not a huge fan of that. It's so super easy to just keep your players in one area that time locking it seems either like you're worried that there's a memory leak that's happening and you don't want your players to play for too long, or something. It just smacks of kind of it's a very weird direction to go, especially given that I've flown around in this world a little bit and it already has a barrier around it that doesn't let you go any further. So I don't know. I'm not a fan of the 30-minute timer, especially given that this game, the tutorial is rather good, but it leaves off a pretty important thing. And that is, it doesn't tell you what your resources look like. The tutorial does go into how to collect apples for the tutorial, but as far as other resources are concerned, you have no idea what they look like until you encounter them. And I've had a problem where I don't know what the barley looks like out in the world, in this particular world, and that, some of the early quests require that. So yeah, we're gonna see what we can do here. I mean, I can't fault it too much because it's a very early demo game, but it has a rather good tutorial that actually shows you the basics. It's just they leave out that one important thing, which is here's what all our crap looks like out in the world. So if so you can go off and do and actually have a chance of finding what you're looking for. Any event, I will start a new game. I'll put a 30-minute timer up, but it's not really going to help too much because the game will kick me out after 30 minutes, given what I've played already. But let's do it anyway. Let's get a full screen here and get a 30-minute timer, and we'll go. Right now, there are only 2 pilots in the game. You've got Nigel and you've got Francie. They have positive and negative traits, as you can see, and undiscovered traits as well. I will keep Nigel as the pilot. His major trait is that he's got second wind. It's a small burst of energy when fatigue drops to 0%. But he's also got a negative of rusty pilot, which means throttle and flat manipulation is very slow. And Francie has increased bar sales when bartending, but is afraid of the dark, which means she will not be a pilot at nighttime. You kind of see where we're going with that. I'm going to leave the difficulty on medium. That's kind of what I've played on already. It's not too terrible. And you can see what it actually affects there. So we'll do start new game. And we're going to skip the tutorial because I already know how to do it. And I'll kind of give you guys an overview of how this works. So hopefully. once we pop in here. All right, as you can see, we're in our plane, and our demo time limit is already ticking down. What I'm going to do is, I think it's the F2, the more, what was it? I forget what. Not bad. I don't think it's letting me do it because we're turned around here. You see our oh, I'm actually going backwards. I did not know that was a thing. You can see our oh, I hit R to go in reverse. That's why we're going in reverse. Oops. Whoopsie. Alright, this might actually be doing what I want to do. Okay, cool. That works. What I wanted to do is bring you into the hangar here. So this is our first floor. And here's where you actually make repairs and refuel your plane. You can see what the different traits are on the plane. You can go into the catalog and start to buy new parts and everything. Everything's got a positive and a negative and stuff, as you can see here, and all that stuff. You can change the color of your plane as well, I think, and modify here. Which I don't know. Yeah, where's the paint? Here we go. Like, you can change all different kinds of colors. We'll do that. Sure. Oh. Pretty good, I'd say. Alright. We'll do that. And I can purchase that, accept modifications, 60 coins basically, and there's like gold and silver. I guess 60 silver probably. And then you can create different plane archetypes, which isn't really available in the demo. But then we go to the roster. You see different pilots and stuff. You just supposedly get pilots and things and bartenders and stuff as you play the game. But the game doesn't last long enough right now for that to happen. Under exit, we can either undock and go back out into the world, or we can go into the brewery. Let's show you that. That is the second floor here. The entirety of the second floor is the brewery. And if I look in recipes here, you can see all the different recipes we have and what percentage of each of the resources these recipes need. You got ales and brandies and ciders and all that stuff. You dump all that stuff into there's the apple cider that we have, and tells you how much alcohol by volume it is and all that stuff. Different contracts you've done, different upgrades which aren't available in the demo, kind of thing. And then here's the inventory. So you can see we've got so they've given me 30 prickly wheat. I have no idea where to find this. So that's like, if you go through a tutorial, you won't have any of this. You'll only have apples. So I don't know where you're supposed to find that at. I want to go around and try to find it. We'll go up to, and then in here basically is where you create stuff by throwing resources in. You need to throw a total of 100 of resources. So whether it's, 30 apples and 60, something, and 10 of something else, whatever it is. And then that determines how much alcohol, the max potential you have, and what current it is. And then you ferment it by using the hops here. And whatnot, and then that goes through and does the thing, and then it will pop into your products here, and you'll be able to just create it from. You don't have to recreate from scratch every time. You can just create it from in here. So that's the idea there. This part of this is, some of your contracts that you pick up will require you to have products that made a certain amount to then deliver to them. Or you can just make them and sell them at your bar, which is on the 3rd floor here. And you can see I haven't named the bar or anything like that yet. But your bar has different styles. You can go under bar design here. You can go like classic theme, Art Deco, Victorian, or so on. I kind of like the Victorian one. And it tells you, like, based on your theme, like, you'll do a lot more wine and brandy sales than you will beer and vodka sales, that kind of thing. You can still sell them, but you'll do a lot better with these. And then we can give the bar a name. We'll just call it the Memory Leak. There you go. That'll work. You could say whether it's smoking or non-smoking. We'll make it smoking. Smoking bar, sure. And then you could change the different floor plans and stuff too, if you want. I actually kind of like this floor plan a little bit better, so we'll do that. And we got like basically a subway stairs here, pretty much. But there we go. Wood stain, walnut, hickory. Ooh, that's nice. That's quite nice. Okay. And then you got sales report, so you can see what's going on here. And then patron gossip, which is we got to talk to Inspector Ruslana. Hello, welcome to the grand opening of Unnamed Bar. Well, I've named the bar. Francie, the proprietor, can offer you a drink. Inspector Ruslana, Chief of Police and Brewing Standards Inspector for the City of LA. I approved your permit application, so I'm just here to make sure everything's in order as you open for business. Well, then, it's on the house for such a valued member of the law enforcement community. I shouldn't really, since I'm on duty, but I suppose just this once. But we're having some supply issues at the moment, so we don't have any drinks to offer you. Not going to last very long if you don't stock any drinks. Still, thanks. Still, that's your own business. Yeah. And then you can ask some questions and stuff like that. Anyway. It's interesting. Yeah, we don't have actually. In here is where you would put your drinks that you've made, put them into the bar and that kind of thing. So we'll have to make some at some point. But let's get back to the hangar. Let's get out into the wide, wide world of sports here and pick up a contract. We have something to do. I have to hit I to start the engine. And then shift increases up in the top left-hand corner. You can see my speed meter. Shift increases the speed. WASD, or actually the mouse, I'm sorry, moves your plane. Oh. All right. And what we can do is while we're out here, I need to grab. So you have different abilities. You got water boost, which is just a boost, and water bolts. And what you do is you right click to suck up some water once you're close to the water. And water bolts are basically your guns in the game. You'll fight pirates, and it's also what you use to collect resources. There are some resources over here. I want to see if I can find the prickly wheat thing. I don't know what gives me that, and that's kind of important for a lot of the recipes. So these I don't think give it. These give honey. Pumpkin wreck spotted. Yeah, there's like different wrecks that you can take a look at around the area. One down there. I don't know how this actually worked though. I have not tried this before, so let's see if I can angle around here. And we'll see if I can spin around and go land. Hopefully land smoothly. Alright, I'm a little bit low now. Try and get down here. There we go. Let's see if we can pull up to this wreck. See what happens. I don't know if I have what is needed for it. Alright. Still haven't quite mastered how to do things here. You can see there's fish down in the water there. It is very cool, as someone pointed out on my streams. It's very cool that when you're flying, there's an animation on your different portraits of your pilots, where it shows their hair blowing in the wind. Kind of cool. And nice attention to detail, that kind of thing. There we go. So, salvage wreck. Not sure how this works. Check it out. A salvageable wreck lays below. There are many alike all over the world. Try and use a hook on our anchor and retrieve them. Retrieve items. W and S to move the hook forward and back. A and D to move the hook left and right. And use left shift, left control to move hook up and down. Look one of the crates. Haul it up to see what's inside. We only have a small winch right now. It can only lift small crate. Upgrade to a stronger winch. We'll be able to lift the medium and large crates. For now, just focus on any small crates and get lifted. Okay. I'm guessing this big crate down here is probably not something we can grab. Let's see if we can have this thing down here, so it's like a crane game thing. Why can't it? Oh, I'm getting the wrong thing. That's what's going up. I'm going to turn the hook around so it hooks it. I guess I had to just push it over, huh? Quite working out. Do well here. If I could get this hook to stay turned, would be good. Nope, there we go. Got it. It's finicky. Very finicky. Oh, I got a recipe for that one. Go. I'm guessing this bigger one I'm not going to be able to grab, but sure, try. Yeah, object's too heavy. That's what I thought it was going to say. All right, let's get out of here then. Cool. All right. Start up again. Work on that a little bit, where you get kind of stuck on the thing. Go. They got the music down though. Music is really, really good in this game. Like, they needed an earworm, and they got an earworm. So that is rather nice. Are these apple trees? No, they just look like regular trees. They got kind of like almost like a painterly aesthetic, which is working out rather well. The only time it doesn't work out here is on these islands. Like, they're so washed out that it's hard to see what you're looking at. These are grapes, right? Yeah, ivy grape. I'll try to figure out what I have to shoot for the other thing there. For the wheat. Now those look like apple trees. Indeed they are. You can see the tree goes gray when you've grabbed as much as you can grab from it. And those trees, I think, regenerate every day or something. And I can switch over to my water boost, and I can right click to use, or left click to use that. Little speed boost here. Actually collect some more water. We need it. Go. Back to the water bolts here. What is that? Are they? That's more great things, right? Yeah. And like I said, this is the one problem with it, is that they don't tell you what they don't show you what all the different resources look like on the ground. You have no idea what to shoot at to find what you're looking for. And, you know, the mouse control is okay. It's a little sluggish. I think a lot of that has to do with the pilot. The pilot has that negative trait. So that's fine, but then it also kind of feels tilted, and I don't know if some of that is just because of the plane that I have and other things, you know what I mean? It's kind of... Oh wait, is it this? I just go like this? Just look it up? No. no idea how they get wheat. What is that over there? Is that it over there? There's funky stuff on this island. Or is that just trees? Might be just trees, but let's go see. Oh, yeah, I had a feeling I'd run into some pirates. Alright. So we got some... There is combat in the game, as you'll see in a moment here, because you can't really avoid it. At least not in the demo, anyway. Back off of the max a little bit. So as you take damage, your engine, you can't get like full throttle on your engine and stuff like that. You have to be careful doing. And the damage bar, everything about your plane's up in the top left-hand corner there, which is not necessarily the best placement for it. Because it's very hard to see like the current state of my plane when up in that corner for some reason. It'd be nice if it was a little bit more like maybe down the bottom right or something like that, a little more centrally located kind of thing. Need water here. Take a little bit of damage. Oh, there's a contract you can pick up eventually. Take a little bit of damage. Our difficult thing is judging distance here. Because it looks like I should be able to hit him, but... There we go. Got a few shots there. And that one's run away. There we go. Alright, and they're surrendering as well. Excellent. You can see what the combat looks like a little bit there. A little bit of combat. Now, one of the things here, I don't think there's a way for me to see that contract, that new contract there, from this screen. Oh, I took quite a bit of damage from that. The only way I've seen to be able to get rid of that like new contract notification is to go into the brewery. So I don't know if that's intentional or if it's just something they kind of left out of the demo. But it's a little bit annoying when that's there and you can't do anything about it right now, at the moment. Still looking for this other resource. I do not know for the life of me where this other resource resides. I mean, I would think it was down here, but it doesn't seem to do anything. Oh, here it is. It's these ones here. Okay. That's all I really needed was, like, I needed the tutorial to either make it so that you had to collect one of everything, or at least make it so that he's put a picture there and it's like, here's what the different resources look like. A lot of tutorials leave that out, and it's very important when you're like throw somebody into your main game that they actually can identify stuff that they're supposed to identify. Oh, but those are potatoes, so that's not even what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the freaking wheat. See, it's not even that. That's annoying. I've tried shooting the wheat there and it don't do anything. Right? Like you got this wheat down here. I think it'd be what you're supposed to shoot. Unless it just hasn't grown enough yet. Which is possible, I suppose. Alright, let's go and I've only got like 4 minutes left. I see, this is what I hate. I hate time demos. I really do. So all you're really doing is hampering your players from being able to see the game that you're trying to develop. You know what I mean? It's like you're only hurting yourself. Because if the player can't get a good idea of what the game's going to have based on your demo, then you did a really bad demo. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate because, like, it also hurts, you know, YouTubers who are trying and streamers who are trying to show off their game because they can't get to where they need to get to in order to really show what the game can do. Like, I've barely touched the surface of the game here. And unfortunately, you know, when the timer's up, all you can do is start a new game. Right? So it's like, how many times do you expect me to start a new game before it's like, I can't do anything here? So if I go to brewery and I say contract, they want 17 units of brandy. Okay. And they want it in, Rusty Nail wants it in 4 days. So we can at least try and do some of that. So let's go back to the hangar. And let's look at our inventory. Move all this stuff over. Brewery. Go. Whoops. Then go into brewery here. Alright, so what did they want? They wanted brandy. So I think, what's our recipe here? Apple brandy is just like 60% apples. So you can also do wild apple brandy, which is like 35% apple. But basically, you can just throw 60 apples in there, right? So create. There we go. Well, I put 61 in there. That's a thing. And then I put something else in it. So I don't have enough apples to just flesh it out. So I can just say, what's the other recipe? You can put some honey in it, I guess. That'd be great. A little bit. I'll smash it up here. It's at 100 now. You can see what our potential is. 17.8% fermented, 36.6% distilled. Gotta add some yeast, but before we do that, I guess I just gotta add it because I can't. I think they only wanted 6.5% alcohol by volume. I'll do 9.7 there. So lower alcohol percentage. So we'll do ferment because it's a lower alcohol percentage. We get ourselves a dancing barrel. We only have 10 seconds left in there, and we made sweet apple cider. And then there's a whole bottling thing here where you can like import labels. Yes, I can't show you everything. This sucks. Game devs, please. I beg all game devs out there, do not time restrict your demos. Just don't do it. If you want to restrict your demos, restrict the content in your demo. Don't put a freaking timer in it. It just because you like. This is a really cool mechanic here where you can change the shape and size of your bottle. You can import your own like labels. Like you can make a label, you know, I guess as a GIF or something, and then import it into the game. And it's really cool. You can name all your different things. You know, like I can rename this from sweet apple cider to whatever I want. And you know, you can have branding and all that stuff. It's really cool. And I can't show it to you because the game decided 30 minutes was, you know, an arbitrary number to throw at you to stop you from playing more of the game. So that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I beg all game developers, don't do this crap. Just don't do it. You might think you're doing a good thing, but you're not. You're just hurting yourself, right? Like this is unacceptable. It really is. It's completely unacceptable. Don't do this crap to your players. I don't care how well-meaning you want. You know, there was a time back in the day when, you know, you would release a full game, but then just lock it to a time, you know, thing, so you didn't have to have multiple forks of the game. But you know what? Like, GitHub exists, friends. Making forks and branches and everything is trivial nowadays, where you just have, you know, only the content that's needed for your demo. So like, don't do that crap. Just don't do it. If someone tells you it's a good idea, they're lying. I'm super frustrated because there's more to this game I wanted to show you guys, and I'm not going to do new game again. Like, just, you know, because it's like I feel like I'm fighting against the game instead of trying to show you how the game actually works, right? That's just, it's dumb. It's really dumb. Anyway, friends, I'm really enjoying this game. I really do enjoy this game. I wish that it would allow me to enjoy it. I really do. I wish it would allow everybody to enjoy it. They really don't. So there's that. That is the big negative of this, is like, you know, God help you if you want to actually enjoy this game, because it will not allow you the time necessary to enjoy it. But yeah, this has been the Brew Barons. It is by LifeTap Studios, and it's a free demo right now out on Steam. I believe they have a Kickstarter going as well. I mean, good stuff so far. I definitely get the Crimson Skies vibes from it, which is a game I really enjoyed back in the day. And I wish I wish that the game was not so punishing, you know. Honestly, that's my biggest complaint right now, is the game just does not want you to enjoy playing it. So that's there you have it, my friends. As always, I will leave links down in the description so you can do your own due diligence. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time.